Welcome to this beginner's guide on Arduino, programming for the Internet of Things. Today, we are going to explore how to take your electronics projects to the next level by connecting them to the Internet. Whether you want to monitor temperature remotely or control lights from your phone, this guide will get you started. First, let's define what we mean by IoT. The Internet of Things is simply the concept of connecting physical objects to the Internet so they can send and receive data. With Arduino, we write software sketches that bridge the gap between physical hardware, like sensors and motors, and the digital world of cloud dashboards and mobile apps. Choosing the right hardware is the first step. While the classic Arduino Uno is great for learning, it doesn't have built-in Wi-Fi. For IoT projects, I highly recommend boards based on the ESP8266 or ESP32 chips. These are powerful, low-cost, and compatible with the Arduino environment, making them the standard for modern IoT prototyping. Before writing code, you need to set up your tools. Download the latest Arduino IDE version 2. Then, go to your preferences to add the board manager URL for ESP32 or ESP8266. Finally, use the library manager to install essential libraries like Arduino JSON for handling data and specific drivers for your sensors. Every Arduino program or sketch has two main functions. The setup function runs only once when the device powers on. This is where we initialize communications. The loop function runs continuously forever. This is where we read sensors, check for Wi-Fi connection, and handle data transmission repeatedly. The gateway to IoT is the Internet connection. Using the Wi-Fi.h library, connecting is straightforward. You provide your network name and password, then call Wi-Fi.begin. It is good practice to create a loop that waits and checks the status until the connection is successfully established before proceeding. Once connected, your device needs something to say. We usually read data from the physical world. Common sensors like the DHT11 measure temperature and humidity. In your code, you will read these values and store them in variables, preparing them to be packaged up and sent to the cloud. How do we transport this data? There are two main protocols. HTTP is the standard web protocol, using requests and responses. It is great for infrequent data. However, MQTT is often preferred for IoT. It is a lightweight publish and subscribe protocol designed specifically for devices with limited battery and bandwidth. To actually send the data, we follow a simple flow. First, format your sensor readings into a standard format like JSON. Next, ensure your client is connected to the server or broker. Finally, publish or post the data packet. Once sent, your cloud dashboard can visualize this information instantly. To wrap up, remember a few best practices. Never hardcode your Wi-Fi passwords directly in your main sketch. Use a separate secrets file. Also, avoid using delay commands that pause your entire program. Use timers instead to keep your device responsive. By following these steps, you are well on your way to building smart, connected devices.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.